meet you ladies. I know that we probably have met at a pickleball tournament. I'm like the one who goes to all of them. And so I meet a lot of people. But I just wanted to kind of first kind of see like where you guys had met us.
I think we met you at the Daytona APP.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, we went down to interview Lee Whitwell, and she's actually the one that introduced us to you guys.
Yep.
She's like, you gotta try these bars. They're fabulous.
Yes, she's one of our like most favorite sponsored players ever. She's such a character. And so
that she is,
I love having her on the team. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited to be here with you guys, the Pissed and Pickleball ladies. I would love to know like how you guys kind of got started in this space and honestly where this name came from.
Well, Missy and I met when we were playing pickleball down at our community courts. And she was a pretty good player, and I would hate to play her because she'd always beat me. And so anyway, I got better and then I beat her. And anyway, we began to be pretty good friends, actually, met on the pickleball court. Yep. And we're kind of, if you've listened to our show, we're a little sarcastic, kind of funny. We always have something to say or add to the conversation. So other players said, you guys should do a podcast about pickleball. And it would be funny. It wouldn't be like a boring one, like the ones that are out there that, you know, just informative and et cetera. And we said,
that would be fun.
That would be fun. Let's do it. Not having a clue on how to start or what we would even do. We just knew we wanted to do it. So we talked about what should we call it? And we came up with a million names. And one day we were playing and we got pickled 11-0. It took like probably 5 seconds for this other team to beat us. And I think Missy said, I get so pissed when I get pickled. And I said, wait a minute. Pissed and pickled. Yeah. And we're like, yeah, that's it. Let's call it that. So that's kind of how that name came about, because nobody likes to get pickled. And let's face it, that's just humiliating.
That's so awesome. And you have a pickleball court in your backyard. So you guys must be big pickleball fans as well.
Pickleball fans. And actually, the courts in our community, they demoed them and they're building a new 12-court complex. So they've been out of order. So everyone just comes here now. So it's like pickleball headquarters in my backyard.
Yep.
And how did you guys get introduced to pickleball?
Introduced to pickleball? Well, I think honestly, some older gentlemen were playing down in the courts in Kearney, and I would always watch. And they were like, oh, come on, play. It's fun. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not good. I can't do it. They're like, yeah. So they kind of took me under their wing, taught me the game, and encouraged me and said, yeah, you can do this. It's really easy. And gosh, you play a couple times, you fall in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that can-do attitude. You guys can do it.
Absolutely. We can do, and everyone can do.
Anybody can do the sport.
I mean, there's lots of hurdles, but anyone can do it if you set your mind to it and say, yeah, we can do this. We have no idea how to play pickleball. We have no idea how to start a podcast. But set your mind to it and you can do it for sure. And that's why I love the name of your bars, because it's so true. You can do it.
Yes, that's our founder's big line, is it's about what you can do, not what you can't.
Absolutely.
Will you guys be at any more APP tournaments throughout the year?
Actually, we're heading next week, not to the APP, but to the US Open in
Naples.
In Naples,
Florida.
We're going to head down there, have some more interviews lined up with some pro players. That
hopefully see Lee.
And probably see Lee again.
We can't wait
just to have a week full of fun and pickleball. And
are you playing at all?
I'm sorry?
Are you guys playing at all or just out there?
Yeah, we're just going down to do some interviews and, check out the scenery.
Yep.
And things like that.
Awesome. So outside of pickleball, what did you guys do before this? Did you guys come from tennis? Do you have another job? What's kind of your world look like?
I have another job. I work Monday through Thursday as a nurse, but then I'm off Fridays. So that's kind of what I do. No background outside of volleyball, basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
Ping pong and tennis would have been freaking fabulous, but no.
Yeah, no, I played a lot of softball and basketball. I never played tennis. I was terrible at ping pong. Pretty good at pong though, just the pong game.
Yeah.
But just not really any like that racket sport background at all.
Shuffleboard player.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at roller skating,
Yeah.
but,
That's
but
just going to show anybody can do it. Really.
yeah, really, anybody can do it. I own my own business. I'm in real estate, like development and things like that. But I had a radio background in my younger days, worked at a rock station as a morning girl. And thought, gosh, I really love to get back and kind of get in front of the mic again. And this is kind of my, I don't know, it's just kind of my thing, kind of what I like to do.
We have a good time.
Yeah, it's fun. We just turned over 11,000 downloads and just found out yesterday that we are in the top 10% of all podcasts right now.
No way.
Really? Yeah, way. So we were pretty excited about that. Had some fabulous sponsors, and it's just been a great, crazy ride. It's been exactly 1 year since we started doing it, and there's lots of exciting things down the road. We can't quite talk about just yet, but a lot of things in the works, and
a lot of fun stuff.
We just branched into YouTube about a month ago, trying to figure all that out. And it's a learning curve, but we can do it. We're going to do it.
That's incredible. And you guys just started together kind of from scratch?
Absolutely. Yeah. We had no idea what kind of equipment to get, where to do it. We're in the process now. We've been recording in a closet, and we said someday we're going to come out of the closet and make that public. And so we're in the process. Our studio is almost built.
It takes a while to come out.
Yeah, it does. So we have a brand new studio that we can't wait to show everyone. It's going to be super fun. And so we'll be able to actually have guests come into our studio instead of doing the Zoom ones, etc.
Right.
So we've had some really exciting guests. We had Leanne Morgan on our show. We've had Catherine Blanford, and we had Lee Whitwell. We have a lot more
a lot of exciting
celebrities lined up to come on, because they're really getting big into the pickleball realm, and everybody's playing, and they're buying teams, and they're doing this and they're doing that.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think we definitely stuck our toes in it the right time.
We did.
And just like you guys, rolling out and partnering in the pickleball community, it's a great a great avenue for things like that.
Yeah, especially with the bar. It's like a great size. Everybody wants protein.
Yeah, everybody comes here and play. The other day I passed them out because it was my turn to do breakfast. So I'm like, hey guys, here we go. So everybody their bars, and they love them. The raspberry ones were really popular.
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna try. I haven't tried yet. Y'all sent out the butter and salt with collagen.
Let's do a live testing right now.
What one do you have?
Chip.
She has a chocolate chip.
I mean,
and I want to try, if someone would send me some, I want to try those peanut butter and jelly ones, because I've heard they are bomb.
Oh, crap.
I absolutely can send you some.
Okay.
What's the new flavor you guys have?
We just launched this morning a salted peanut butter flavor.
Oh, right on.
And that has been a hit so far. We've only got positive feedback on that. So we're really excited. I can send that to you guys as well.
Okay, awesome. How many flavors total do you guys have?
We have a total of 8 flavors now. We did have a seasonal one, maple salted caramel, but again, that was only seasonal. So if you did ever try that, it would be around 9 flavors, but now we just have 8 total.
Okay, all right, nice. Let's do it. Okay. Rip it open. Butter and salt with collagen. Are my wrinkles going to go away the minute I take a bite?
All going to disappear.
That would be such a popular
That would be, if you could invent that, I'm down. Okay.
It looks yummy.
It smells delicioso.
Chocolate chip is our best seller. And then I would say this butter and salt one's probably our most innovative and unique flavor.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Oh my God, your face is looking smooth.
I feel so tight. Oh my God.
It is freaking fabulous. Chocolate chip.
4 grams of that
bestseller,
2 grams of sugar, 10 grams of protein. And MCT oil. Oh my gosh.
Good for you.
You know what I like about these is that some of those protein bars that I've tried before, you bite into them and it's like eating a packet of that creamer, like coffee creamer. It just tastes like pure whey.
Yeah.
And you feel like you have to drink.
I thought you were going to say dry too. This one's
they are dry. Too. This is very moist. I love it.
This
might be our big focus is that taste and texture. We've always put that above pretty much everything else.
Right.
There's a lot of bars out there in the category, and that's one reason too, like why at Pickleball, we always will like sample the flavors, and give people the chance to purchase them if they want, just so they can at least try it. Because it's kind of scary with like so many bars out there that don't taste good. You never really know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really like this one.
This is fabulous.
Well,
sweet.
And now, what other bars have you guys tried before this? What was your favorite from us?
Well, I have to be careful because I have, and I think I mentioned this when I met you in Daytona. I am allergic to iodine, and a lot of bars have iodine added to them, so I can't have those. Even like the protein drinks, there's only like one brand. It's the Fruity Pebbles. I don't know who makes it, but there's only one brand of that I can even have. So with these, not having iodine is a huge plus for me and all you folks out there with iodine allergies.
Probably a lot of them.
That was huge for me. I get some, and I don't know the brand of them, but I buy them at Costco, and I think they're called like Pure Protein or
Pure
something.
protein. That's what
I do remember this. I do remember this conversation that we had.
Yeah. So you're like, I don't think so, and you're like, no, they don't have it. But yeah, I would definitely use that as a selling tool because there's a lot of people that do have iodine allergies, and we're very limited on what protein products we can ingest.
And usually a lot of them have sugar, a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
Our low carb, low sugar.
these are fabulous.
Mhm.
And I know when I had the raspberry one, I felt so full for quite a while after I ate that one, but love the raspberry with the chocolate.
I'm a peanut butter fan.
I kind of like this one.
You'll have to try our new flavor. I'll get that sent out to you soon.
Yeah, that would be great. Hey, and thank you too for the hats.
Yeah.
Guys,
Love the hats. Need those today. It's kind of sunny.
We do. It's gonna
So yeah, I wish we were going to run into you again in Daytona, but
yeah, I'm sure we'll see you again.
are you going to have any representatives there?
we won't. We're following this year the APP tour,
Mhm.
and we'll be at all of those stops. I think the next one is Sacramento, and then we also go to New York City or Cincinnati, and then New York City.
Are you going to go to the new courts in Central Park?
Yes, we are.
Oh
Oh,
my
sweet.
gosh.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
I
When
just
is
thought too, somewhere else, they're just activating a bunch of new courts, and I can't remember where it was. But it's in another big place, kind of like Central Park and all of those. So
Wow.
it's really taken over the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that
That
would be
is-
fabulous. Get those New Yorkers eating these CanDo bars. And
What month is that you're going to New York
We'll be there in May.
in May? Oh, okay.
May of next year? Or
No,
this year?
of this year. It's
Oh, just like next month.
Next month.
yeah, it's next month.
It
Yeah.
is April.
We are quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys
Wow.
have the Billie Jean, like where the US Open is.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So they'll take over. We went last year as well, and it was awesome.
Fun to
that
go
would
to.
be cool. We should try.
Yeah, you guys should come. You should come join us. We could do like a live podcast there as well.
That would be fun.
That would be great.
We might look at that
We'll
up
stay
and
on to go to
see
New
if
York.
the dates work. Maybe
Mhm.
we
So
will
have
do-
you guys been guests on any other podcasts now that you are like really growing and being popular out there? Or are you still just the one interviewing?
Well, we have been, we're kind of choosy on what we choose to be a guest on. I really have to like be supportive of the product or
Right.
excuse me, the purpose. Excuse me. We have another one coming up actually right after this one with which I'm real excited about with the Shein bra, not the Shein, the She Fit. The She Fit bra company.
A sports bra deal.
So we're going to do a live a live sizing on this next podcast.
And we'll make sure she knows about the CanDo bars.
Yes, we'll make sure she knows about these.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the sports bra company, that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And so we really, I don't know, we're kind of open to
We've
anything as
done
long
a
as we
few,
support the
yeah.
cause. We're down for it.
Yep.
So
And
we're
how
excited
do
about this because I love these bars.
Thank you. Yes. And how do you guys decide who you want to interview? There's so many pickleball players out there.
Well, go
It's
ahead,
just
Missy.
the vibe. I'd say it's just the vibe with them. Usually people are a lot of fun. I mean, like Lee, she was fantastic. We could have hung out with her all day, all
Yeah,
weekend.
absolutely. We had
But,
some good times with
Yeah.
her. It just kind of
and-
depends on the vibe. I won't mention any names, but there's one particular pro player that I wouldn't interview her if they paid me $80 million.
Yeah.
Um,
She was kind of a hag.
But there's other ones like Suzanne Barr, Megan Fudge, fabulous ladies.
There's some fabulous
We're
people,
gonna
so
interview them actually down in there.
it's maybe like a vibe we get with people, and they were fantastic.
They were
ladies.
very fun, but
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of the same in any sport or business or whatever. There's people you vibe with and those you don't.
Yeah,
So
it could be anything. We don't care. So
Yeah.
when we vibe with them, we're like,
yeah,
do it.
so it's just fun. And if they have a good personality and they like to have fun, because we're not total serious just about pickleball.
no, not at all. And we do this to have fun. We love it. It's
Right.
fun, and we have a great time.
Yeah. And we always kind of spin it. It's like, you know, if you ever been pickled, and of course almost everybody has, it's like, does that piss you off? Yes, it does. And then we say, is there anything else that pisses you off in life? And then here it comes, boom. They
Yeah.
always have something, and it's pretty funny. And we always go with that. It's kind of our format. We always end every episode with Missy's dating debacles, because she's a single lady out there in the dating world, and
Wow.
her online dates can be quite entertaining.
They
So there's
can.
nothing off the table then in this
No,
podcast.
no, absolutely not.
That's
We'll
right.
Love
discuss
that.
anything
Yeah.
anywhere, as long as people are fun, we're down with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
you
sure.
know, we can pretty much
We're
talk
down
to
for any
anybody
topic.
about anything. So how about you? How'd you get started with CanDo?
I've actually known Adam my whole life. Him and my dad are best friends.
Hey,
Yeah, my dad actually taught him how to play tennis a long time ago.
Oh, cool.
So that kind of sparked, I mean, he's always been into athletics and has always been part of teams, and he's always cheered his brother on in all of the sports. And when he realized that he could also play, they kind of did this different way of playing tennis. So he was able to get on the court, swing the racket. They made up different games. And that really sparked, I think, his drive for this can-do mentality that was already in him. I think that came out a lot more. And then also just to get involved in other sports and whatnot. And so he ended up adopting the keto diet. He lost 65 pounds from his wheelchair. He started swimming, boxing, and all those surfing, all these really cool activities for him. And then along that way, he was the keto snacks are terrible. So let's create a protein bar or a snack that we can take on the go and that's easy. And so then we kind of just came up with CanDo, and we've been selling bars for about 4 years now. And
That's
wow,
really inspiring and great journey.
that
And
is an inspiration.
cool.
I saw some video of him skiing. I guess you guys were out in Colorado.
Yeah.
Was it Colorado?
yes, yeah, we were out in Aspen, and he got on skis with a ski instructor, had a whole team out there.
Yeah.
And it's super
That was
incredible what
impressive.
they can, yeah, what they can do with adaptive skiing is just amazing. It's just mind. So,
Yeah, the whole CanDo vibe, love that, because that certainly sums up
Mhm.
him in a nutshell. It's like,
absolutely.
not what I can, it's what I can do for sure. And love
Really
that.
been easy to take that into pickleball too, because of it being inclusive for everybody, all ages and genders and whatnot, and watching also people come up to the table and tell us their can-do stories and take their bars, and people transitioning from tennis to pickleball, or people just coming in and never playing a sport before and enjoying it. So it's been a really good atmosphere and community for us to get involved in as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Total
Yeah, it's
positive
fabulous.
vibe.
So
Yeah.
where can we are located in Kansas City. Are there retail places in the Midwest that distribute the bars?
So Whole Foods, we're in Whole Foods nationwide.
Foods, okay.
That's kind of one of our biggest and best ones. It usually carries all of our flavors as well.
Mhm.
We do have a store locator on our website as well, where you can put in your zip code and it will tell you exactly what location we're in.
Okay.
And then we just got into all Kroger locations out around the world too. So I'm not sure what the name is out in the Midwest for Kroger. I know they have different names all over the place.
Wow.
Sprouts nationwide as well. We're in the Costco business centers. We're in Shop and Go, Harris Teeter, Publix, when you're out in Florida.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're all over the place. So
You can
we're
also purchase online, right?
yes, online, on Amazon, and then on our website as
Okay.
well.
All right,
Very
fabulous.
nice.
We'll
Yeah.
certainly pass it along, because
we will.
everybody that we've let them try it absolutely loved them. Where can we buy them?
Yeah.
So
Excited to try the new
That'd be great.
flavor too.
yeah, I'm excited for that
Mm.
too.
So as we wrap up today, I don't want to take too much of your guys' time, but we do have, obviously our motto is it's about what you can do, not what you can't. And I would love to hear both of your guys' can do stories, whether that's something you guys have done together or maybe one on your own.
Something other than the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, share something. I mean, something you've done before, something you're hoping to do after. It could be about the podcast too, where you guys, you started this and where you want to take it.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and use my little thing that I tell everyone because I'm so proud of this. When we first started, you know where I'm going with this. Yep. When we first started this podcast, we absolutely adore the comedian Leanne Morgan. And we went up to Cedar Rapids, Iowa to see a show of hers almost a year ago to the date. And we drove up there to see one of her shows, and we did a podcast there saying that's what we were doing. And I said at the time, we're going up to see our good friend Leanne Morgan. She doesn't know we're good friends, but we're gonna be someday. I mean, she didn't know us from Adam. And so we went to the show, and it was great and blah, 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 blah. So then she came through, and she was in Kansas City last August, I believe, in August.
Yep, August.
And I'll be darned if we didn't run into her on the street and we're like, Leanne. And she's like, oh, hey, yeah, she's so super sweet. And she's like, hey, y'all.
Oh, hey,
and
y'all.
she's asking us what we did. And we're like, we have a podcast. And she said, I want to be on your podcast. And we're like, is this
Lori about passed out in the street?
Like, is this really happening? So anyway, long story short, we've got to know her really well. And I will say she's a good friend of ours now. We see her, we talk to her quite frequently. And that was just a can-do moment. It's like, yeah, I made this statement and we made it happen. I made it happen. I can do that. I can
love
do,
that.
Whatever. And
you gotta put it out there.
If it wasn't for pickleball and this podcast, that would never have happened. So, avenues lead to different avenues. Never say never, because it certainly can happen, and it's never too late. Never too late.
That is so, I love that so much. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So what do you got? What do you got, Missy?
Well, the first thing I think of, I mean, I'm a pretty optimistic person. I haven't always been, but I guess the first thing I think of is relationships, because I was married a very long time. And so when I divorced, it was just a crazy time, especially when you have kids. And I worked part-time at that time. So it was a very life-changing thing. And I think a lot of people deal with that. And, it's nothing I plan. But at the same time, I think my can-do thing is just getting my kids through their younger years, their teen years, and going on to do the things that they want to do, and make sure that they're all good for me as a younger mom, and going through all that. I think that's my can-do moment, was just knowing that through that crappy process, it ended up being a fabulous process, because to this day I feel like all things are possible, and both of my kids have done different things. And it leads me to the podcast. My son went on to do different things, but he had a podcast, and that was kind of my first initial go around with that. Was in my late 40s. I was on one of his little deals, and I thought, this is fun. I want to do this, and then like a year later, I meet Lori. So it all just comes around, what we learn from our kids, what we try to teach our kids. And then even, later in life, now I'm doing the podcast, and I freaking love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Missy.
That's so inspiring. And I love that, like, your son and you probably inspired your kids their whole life, and then he inspired you, and now look where you are.
Yeah, it comes around.
It does. That's so great. I love to hear that. Awesome. Well, we're about wrapping up time. I don't know if you guys want to share any more information on your podcast, where everybody can find it, how we can
check us out. We're on
well, we are Pissed and Pickled with a D, like pickled.
Pickled.
Like pickled.
You can find us on YouTube at Pissed and Pickled, one word. We're on Instagram at Pissed and Pickled, Facebook, TikTok, all the avenues. We're out there, Pissed and Pickled. Give us a follow.
Yeah, subscribe to us on YouTube.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, and subscribe to you guys on YouTube also.
Yeah, absolutely. Try the bars, for God's sake.
Yeah, and try these bars. Yum. Love them.
Is there any other celebrity that we need to put out there
having us? And
yes,
And for the bars, we
Yeah,
love
we love
them.
them. Bars are
And
fantastic.
we'll pass that on to everyone we see and tell them how fabulous.
Thank you. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for being with us and for sharing the can-do attitude and all of your stories. And I hope to see you guys out there on the pickleball courts.
See you soon. Maybe in
Take
New York.
care.
Bye.
Yes, in New York. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.